It's a shame they don't have, you can use gray water for irrigation.
Oh, yeah.
The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Fran, would you do a roll call, please?
City council members Ray Walt,
Here.
Fitzgerald,
Present.
Natvig,
Present.
Shahadi,
Present.
Bynum,
Present.
Phillips,
Present.
Spread,
Present.
all present, your honor.
Very good. Folks, would you rise and join us in our Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you and good evening. If there's anyone in council chambers that has an item or an issue they'd like to discuss with council that is not included on tonight's agenda, now would be the time to come to the podium, tell us your name and address. So be it. We'll move along to item 5, the consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes items 6A through B, items 9A through B, and tonight's bills totaling $1,486,957.68?
So move, Your Honor.
Bob?
Second.
Second, Mike. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Okay, dropping down to item 7, public hearing. This public hearing concerns the proposed amendment number 2 to the fiscal year 2014-2015 city budget. The proposed amendment will increase total budget expenditures by $632,500. Budgeted revenues are proposed to be amended by $274,700. Prior to any formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required. Now would be the time for the public to comment. Is there any discussion?
Move to close.
Motion to close, Osama.
Second.
Second, Scott. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item B. The city has received funding from the Federal Aviation Administration to complete the pre-design and final design of the main runway 624 reconstruction project. Prior to any formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required. Now would be the time for the public to comment. Any discussion?
Move to close.
Motion to close, Tom.
Second.
Second, Jeanette. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item C. This public hearing concerns the acceptance of completed work for the South End Fire Station Number 2. At this time, the public is welcome to comment on the closure of the project and authorizing final payment to the contractor. Now is the time for the public to comment. Any discussion?
Move to close.
Motion to close, Scott.
Second.
Second, Tom. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item D. This public hearing concerns the proposed 2015 asphalt overlay program. Annually, the city of Muscatine solicits roadway maintenance bids for the asphalt overlay program. Funding for the roadway maintenance comes from $500,000 of the 1 cent local option tax, and this year from an increase in gas tax revenues. Prior to any formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required. Now is the time for the public to comment. Any discussion?
Move to close the hearing.
Motion to close, Bob. Second, anyone?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Okay, dropping down to item 11 from the city administrator. Presented for City Council's consideration is the first reading of an ordinance providing for the establishment of the Muscatine Riverview Reinvestment District pursuant to Section 15J.4 of the Code of Iowa. The Riverview Reinvestment District Plan and application were approved by the Iowa Economic Development Authority, IEDA, on March 27, 2015. Now, it is now necessary to establish the Riverview Reinvestment District, which will allow for the construction of a new hotel, the redevelopment of an existing building to serve as a conference or event center, and the construction of a new parking ramp. Is there a motion to approve the first reading of the ordinance as submitted?
So moved.
Jeanette?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion? This is a roll call, beginning with Jeanette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Osama,
Aye.
Scott,
Aye.
Phil,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
and Tom.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item B, presented for city council's consideration is the second reading of an ordinance adopting the code of ordinances of the city code of Muscatine, Iowa, and repealing the code in effect prior to July 1st, 2015. Work has been completed by city staff and city attorney's office on updating the city of Muscatine's current city code, which is now ready for adoption. Is there a motion to approve the second reading of the ordinance as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Phil?
Second.
Second, Tom? Any discussion? This also is a roll call, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item C, which is a resolution approving Amendment 2 to the fiscal year 2014-2015 city budget. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott? Second, anyone?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, was that Phil?
Yeah.
Okay. Any discussion? This is a roll call, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette. Sorry.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
And Osama.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item D, a resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract, cost estimate, and setting the bid opening date for the runway 624 reconstruction project at the municipal airport. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
Second.
Second, Osama. Any discussion? Also a roll call, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item E, it's a resolution accepting completed work for the South End Fire Station Number 2 project and authorizing final payment. Is there a motion to adopt this resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Phil?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion? It's a roll call, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item F, which is a resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract, cost estimate, setting the bid opening date for the 2015 asphalt overlay project. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott?
Second.
Is that you, Tom? Any discussion? Beginning with Scott, a roll call.
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item G, presented for city council's consideration is a resolution accepting the completed work for the Forest Parkway reconstruction project and authorizing final payment. The reconstruction of Forest Parkway and Long Meadow Lane has been completed. During the construction process, there were 3 change orders totaling $15,065.44 and quantity adjustments for subdrains, driveway removal and replacement, and sod totaling $6,233.01 for a final contract amount of $184,824.79. Staff is requesting City Council accept the work and authorize final payment to Hire Construction. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Bob?
Second.
Second, Osama. Any discussion? A roll call beginning with Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item H, Presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution writing off debts of former housing tenants. As a matter of good accounting, the City of Muscatine is directed to write off debts that are doubtful for collection. The amounts written off will be required to be paid back by the former tenants before future housing assistance would be made available to them. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
Second.
Second, Osama. Any discussion? The roll call, beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item I, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution accepting completed work for the Lab Annex project and authorizing final payment. The contract for this project was awarded to Quality Construction Services in the amount of $483,108. Change orders totaled $28,858 for a total contract sum of $511,966. It is staff's recommendation City Council accept the project as completed and authorize final payment to the contractor. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Bill? Second, anyone?
Second.
Jeanette? Any discussion?
What was the reasoning for the delays taking up to a year, as you reported to us before the meeting? Was this contractor and?
No, this
affected with
wasn't
some
really the
absenteeism,
contractor's
or-
fault. So the contractor's actually been very patient with us. We've held off payment for this, mostly because of the HVAC system, which was kind of a combination of the engineer, the installer, and the company and the manufacturer, basically. We were not confident in their ability to control the atmosphere of the room, of the whole building. It was 100% air intake and out to the building, which is very unusual. This unit was oversized, really, and it has its own computer system that runs it. Just because of the noxious fumes in that environment, we had a lot of controls for that. I was not going to pay until we'd run it sometime when we could have the air conditioner run as well. So we got the heating system running, and I told Quality, I said, I'm not paying until we get the air going. So they've been very patient, actually. They've waited for us to come around and do that. The year delay really came about for the first winter. They didn't get the foundation in, and we had our big freezes come really early in November of 2013. And they didn't unfreeze until April of the next year. So there were some delays in there, and we've had some issues with the contractor, but they've been pretty good. They've come down every time we've asked them to come down, do punch list items. They've come down and taken care of things. So they've waited long enough. I think they've been patient with us. So we're ready to move on.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes, I do. Would that conclude the facelift of the whole plant? I mean, is there more coming in? I know
Absolutely not.
Stuff goes downhill, I understand that, but I mean,
You don't ask Randy Hill when he finishes a road project. Is that the last road project we get to do, Randy?
well, that's
No,
ongoing.
of course
but
not. There's always more to do, and we've proposed other things that need to be done, and
But compared to the
Gonna
20
carry.
million that was spent on there, you have brand-new plan down there. I mean,
we have a lot of new systems, and we're looking at systems right now that really are going to advance us beyond where we have been before. I think you may have seen some of that in the paper recently or something, that we're looking at other ways of actually generating revenue for the plant, accepting new material that would actually keep things out of the landfills and everything else too. So we're
Didn't
pretty
you say
excited.
There was some new EPA stuff down the road too on nitrogen or something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, nitrogen removal, phosphorus removal, that's going to be coming. The good news is, hopefully, if we can actually, show them that we have made major improvements as a plant, that they won't make us do that right away. We can actually delay that for several years. But we are forced right now to do a lot of the planning and the study. So we're doing a lot more sampling, which is where the lab kind of came in anyways. We had to do these things. We had to have the equipment and things to get this, because we knew this study was coming. So for the next 2 years, we're going to be doing a lot of extra sampling, a lot of extra testing that we have to bundle into a report, which we send to the DNR. The DNR comes and says, here's what you will try to do, and then we have to make that engineering plan, and then we have to implement it. So we kind of have about 3 or 4 years here in between. hopefully maybe even 5 or 6 before we have to do any of that other nutrient removal. But we're gonna plan for it and get it ready to go before that time comes.
Yeah, I have
I'm
one,
surprised. Yeah.
I have one other question. The disinfectant system,
Uh-huh.
is that functioning well?
Working well? Yep, yeah.
We're not having issues with the lights and,
No, the problems we had before, there in the startup systems, and that there's things that break down on them. They probably aren't the ones I would ever recommend. I've had people call and say, "Would you recommend them again?" I probably wouldn't. But it is what we have. And we kind of have to live with it as it is. But the way that it's running, it works great.
Okay.
You can have 10,000 microbes at the beginning and 0 by the time they pass this little area. So it zaps the little suckers pretty good. Keeps our water nice and clean.
okay.
Thank you, John.
Anyone else, council?
Spare the details.
Thank you, John.
Suckers.
Okay, I have a motion by Phil and a second by Jeanette. This is a roll call, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item J, presented for city council's consideration is a request to approve an agreement with Public Financial Management for continuing disclosure filing services. In March 2011, the city entered into an agreement with Public Financial Management Incorporated, or PFM, for financial consulting services. The city currently pays PFM an annual retainer not to exceed $8,000 for these services. During the past year, the Securities and Exchange Commission has increased their review of continuing disclosure filings and the timeliness of those filings. PFM is asking their clients to execute separate agreements for services related to those filings. The fee for this service is $2,000 annually. However, PFM will reduce the annual retainer by this amount so that there will be no additional cost to the city. No additional cost to the city. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Mike,
Second, Your Honor.
second. Scott, any discussion? This is a voice vote, so all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item K, presented for city council's consideration is a request from the police department to authorize the purchase of 2 Panasonic ToughPad tablets along with monitoring hardware. 2 bids were received with a low bid from Celtic Incorporated for the purchase of the PCs as well as the necessary equipment in the amount of $7,657.61. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Sama? Second, anyone?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion? Okay, another voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item L, presented for city council's consideration is a request to approve the City of Muscatine's sidewalk policy. This comprehensive policy addresses 3 areas of sidewalk infrastructure. Number 1, construction of new sidewalks. Number 2, repair and replacement of existing sidewalks. And 3, construction of ADA ramps. Adoption of the sidewalk policy meets the city's comprehensive plan goal to provide sidewalks for non-motorist users. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott? Second, anyone?
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion, council?
I just have a quick question. In the supportive memorandum, it says it's from Jim Engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I changed that.
Our copy.
Thanks, Fran.
Well, you know what? Does it still say that now?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It's on the website.
It's on the website.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Those out-of-county problems.
That's what it says.
You find it, Greg?
No.
I just had it
Right
up.
at the top of the memo. It's
Yeah, it's not a big
to you
deal.
from
No,
Jim.
no,
Jim
it's
Engineer.
I'm looking at the rejection
Oh,
of
on the
bids, I guess, I'm
rejection.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm ahead of you.
Oh, it says,
Jim engineer, city engineer.
Love's on the next one, huh?
In all likelihood, we'll get that changed.
On the next one anyway.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item M, presented for city council's consideration is a request for approval to reject bids for the 2015 sidewalk program. Because of the bids coming in too high, it is staff's recommendation city council reject the bids received for this project. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted? Anyone?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
So, second.
Second, Phil, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Okay. Down to item 14, communication council members, beginning with Councilman Raymond.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Okay, Phil,
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
I have nothing, Your Honor, thank you.
Osama,
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Bob,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Jeanette,
Nothing, thank you.
Tom,
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Fran,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
and Greg.
Just a reminder on the closed session, Your Honor.
And I have nothing tonight, so I think what we'll do is we'll, as far as other business, is a request to enter closed discussion per Iowa Code 21.5 to discuss potential litigation with possible action to follow.
Moved, Your Honor.
Is there a motion to move into the closed session?
Phil,
So moved.
Phil, a second?
second.
Second, Scott. This is a roll call, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Osama.
Aye.
And Scott.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. And as soon as Chambers is clear, we will go into closed session.
Sticking around.
Very good week.
Yep.
Till 8.